What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, undefeated two-division world champion, former unified junior middleweight world champion, now the reigning WBC middleweight world champion, superstar boxer Jermall Ironman Charlo, who has 32 wins, no loss and no draw, 22 wins by way of knockout. He is 32 years of age, 6 feet tall with a 74-inch arm reach. He doubles down. Jermall Charlo ahead of the highly anticipated lightweight showdown between undefeated three-division world champion who simultaneously held the WBA super title at super featherweight, the WBA regular title at lightweight and junior welterweight, superstar boxer Gervonta Tank Davis, who is now 29 wins, no loss and no draw, 27 big wins by way of knockout, 28 years of age, 5'5" with a 67-inch arm reach, as he took on then undefeated lightweight junior welterweight Mexican superstar title contender King Ryan Garcia, who is now 23 wins, 1 loss, no draw, 19 wins by way of knockout, 24 years of age, 5'10" with a 70-inch arm reach. With that said, ahead of the fight, Jermall Charlo made it clear that he was siding with Ryan Garcia to win this fight. He stated he wanted to see the underdog win the fight, and now he stated that, Ryan Garcia is a very close friend of his. They talk every day. They check on each other, so he was not going to bet against Ryan Garcia, and he bet his friends. He was betting 10 to 15,000. He bet Errol Spence 20,000. He was betting multiple people. He even bet Floyd Mayweather that Ryan Garcia would be victorious. And it all tallied up. He bet his brother, Jermall Charlo. And it all tallied up to be $150,000 that Jermall Charlo bet and lost because Ryan Garcia was dropped in the second round of the fight. And then Ryan Garcia was stopped and knocked out with a liver shot to the body. Okay. And so with that said, Ryan Garcia, he lost the fight in the 7th round. Gervonta Tank Davis, in my opinion, won every single round of this fight outside the first round, where he was just simply being, a fill-out process. He was being cautious, trying to figure out what Ryan Garcia does and doesn't do, how Ryan Garcia operates. So in that manner, Jermall Charlo, he didn't come close to winning this fight. So Jermall Charlo, he said that Gervonta Tank Davis got a fan in him, but still he got undefeated Olympic silver medalist, two-division world champion, former unified super featherweight world champion. He held the WBC, the WBO title. Now he's a lightweight title contender, superstar boxer Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson is 20 wins, no losses, no draws. He is now 10 wins by way of knockout, 25 years of age, 5'8" with a 68-inch arm reach. So he doubles down, Jermall Charlo, and says, I lost 150,000, but I still got Shakur Stevenson to beat Gervonta Tank Davis. And he will put his money on Shakur Stevenson to beat Gervonta Tank Davis. Now, personally, you guys know I've always stated this, and I stated this actually to Gervonta Tank Davis himself, that there's 3 people I believe in and around Gervonta Tank Davis's weight class that could beat Gervonta Tank Davis, and that's undisputed lightweight world champion superstar boxer Devin the Dream Haney, who is 29 wins, no loss, no draw, 15 wins by way of knockout. He is 24 years of age, 5'9.5" with a 72-inch arm reach. That's Devin the Dream Haney, and the other one obviously was Shakur Stevenson. And then the third one was Gervonta Tank Davis himself outside the ring. Okay, so with that said, Gervonta Tank Davis, he was not happy when I stated that. And he stated that he cracked both Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson in sparring, and that he would knock both of them out. And that before his career is over, he wants to fight Shakur Stevenson or Devin Haney, right? I just feel Shakur Stevenson is also a southpaw. He's bigger than Gervonta Tank Davis. And he's very, very elusive. Shakur Stevenson has the highest hit and not get hit defensive percentage in the sport of boxing. In the pocket, Shakur Stevenson is very, very accurate, but he makes you miss, okay? And he can fight on the outside, and he can fight tall if he so chooses. He's definitely bigger than Gervonta Tank Davis, and he's a southpaw himself. Shakur Stevenson is very active with his jab, his combinations, and he is very, very sharp with his punches. He has a very high ring IQ and very, very smart feet and athletic feet. And with that said, I think that Shakur Stevenson as well would beat Gervonta Tank Davis. Okay. I think that this is still a 50-50 fight, but I just think the talent of Shakur Stevenson, the size of Shakur Stevenson, and the ring IQ of Shakur Stevenson will have Shakur Stevenson in a boxing match with Gervonta Tank Davis more so than what we saw from Gervonta Tank Davis over Ryan Garcia, Rolando Rolly Romero, Mario Barrios. If you look at the fight with Mario Barrios, Leo Santa Cruz, when they were boxing Gervonta Tank Davis, they was giving him problems with their length and their ability to box and counterpunch. They don't equal up to the talent and the skill set of Shakur Stevenson, who has a high amateur pedigree, obviously. And I thought he won the Olympic gold medal, but didn't get it. And he is a 2-division world champion. He is not Ryan Garcia. Many people confuse what they saw from Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Tank Davis, or Gervonta Tank Davis and Mario Barrios, or Rolly Romero, or Leo Santa Cruz, or even Hector Garcia. When you look at Hector Garcia, who is a southpaw, Hector Garcia has an amateur pedigree. He's an Olympian. Hector Garcia is a world champion. His jab, his boxing ability was giving Gervonta Tank Davis tons and tons of problems. As you saw, that he was actually winning the fight in the first 5 to 6 rounds. But then Gervonta Tank Davis, with his high ring IQ, his ability to make adjustment, he started to catch up to Hector Garcia, who was making silly mistakes like trying to attempt to fight in front of Gervonta Tank Davis in the pocket with his hands at his side. He got so comfortable and he got so bold and he got so clipped and he got hurt and he nearly lost his eye, right? He said that he temporarily lost his sight. And so with that said, Shakur Stevenson, is a completely different fighter than that of any of those fighters. He's a way better fighter. No disrespect and no slight to Hector Garcia. Shakur Stevenson is 5 times better than Hector Garcia in the pocket, but he's just slightly bigger than Hector Garcia. He has more athletic ability. He's way sharper than Hector Garcia. He puts better combinations together, and he has more power than Hector Garcia. And yet, this is why, people want to see fights of this magnitude, because Gervonta Tank Davis for sure has the talent, the boxing ability, the skill set, and the ultimate equalizer in his power that he can get you up out of there if he needs to, right? So obviously that's the X factor that everybody points to. As I had a gentleman tell me today that Gervonta Tank Davis' power is like no other, and Shakur Stevenson has never been in a ring with anybody with real punching power that has the talent and skill set. Obviously, we know that to be the case. But if Gervonta Tank Davis was in the ring with Shakur Stevenson, well, it would be vice versa, because he would never have been in the ring and shared the ring with anybody the talent, the slickness, and the mobility of Shakur Stevenson with the counterpunch ability. You make a mistake against Shakur Stevenson and he will make you pay. You make a mistake against Gervonta Tank Davis and he will make you pay. So they will be looking in the mirror outside of the fact that Gervonta Tank Davis has the punching power, but Shakur Stevenson has the size advantage. Shakur Stevenson is slicker on defense. He would be the most slick defensive fighter that Gervonta Tank Davis would have ever fought in his career. Okay, maybe moving forward, because I don't believe anybody outside of Devin Haney is as slick and defensive minded as Shakur Stevenson in the sport of boxing currently as it states right now. The next closest thing would be Devin Haney, and he gets it done a lot different than even Shakur Stevenson does. So with that said, the counterpunch ability of Shakur Stevenson, the size, that ring IQ, it would be a serious problem. He would see Gervonta Tank Davis punches coming, just like Gervonta Tank Davis would see his punches coming. So it's a true 50-50 fight. It's nothing like I told you guys that Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Tank Davis, no slight to Ryan Garcia. I told you that was a 60-40 fight in favor of Gervonta Tank Davis, because Ryan Garcia, well, like he admitted, he lacks the experience. He has the hand speed. He has power, but he lacks experience, and he's not very flea-footed. And if you cannot move and you're flat-footed in front of Gervonta Tank Davis and you make tons and tons of mistakes, well, this would be the outcome and the results, period. So Jermall Charlo says he lost $150,000 on Ryan Garcia, but he'll bet it back on Shakur Stevenson to beat Gervonta Tank Davis. That's all I got for y'all. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Does Shakur Stevenson beat Gervonta Tank Davis or vice versa? What y'all think? I'm gone. Peace.
Garcia, you're watching Blue Blood Sports TV. Wow.